I'm Rich Hargitt. I'm the founder of the Surface to Air System. We'll go ahead and let you introduce yourself real quick, Coach.
All right. My name is Jerry Taylor, and I live in Wichita, Kansas. I am now a retired ex-teacher, coach, former athletic director. So I spent 42 years in coaching in one fashion or another, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it. It's a great lifestyle, and my family and I have lived that life for 42 years, and it's been a blessing to all of us. It was a way of life for my kids growing up, and now it's helping them in their adult lives. So I enjoyed that time. I coached most of my time here in Wichita, Kansas. I spent 30 years in high school. Like I said earlier, I was a social studies teacher, like most of us have been at one time or another. I coached high school football and enjoyed it for 30 years, and then retired in 2005. And when I retired, I thought, well, I'm going to find something else for me to do. And lo and behold, it ended up, I got invited to coach in a small NAIA school here in north of Wichita in Newton, Kansas, called Bethel College. And went to Bethel there and coached for a great guy by the name of Mike Moore. And we had a great time. Matter of fact, we ended up winning a conference championship there my last year, which was a lot of fun. But Mike decided to leave coaching. And so I thought, that's a good time for me to move on myself. So I thought, well, I'm done again. I had two friends here in Wichita that I'd known for a long time, and they called me up and said, we want you to come and talk to us about coaching at Friends University here in Wichita, Kansas. And I thought, guys, I don't know. I'm getting to the point, at that time I was getting older. But anyway, they talked me into coming down and just having a conversation. Well, that was the wrong thing to do because I was stuck. So for another 10, 11 years, I ended up coaching at Friends University, which was a great experience. I loved that and had a lot of fun with it. It's different than high school. High school, you work with the kids that are there. In NAIA or any other level of college football, you got to go out and recruit those kids. And we did a pretty good job of recruiting some kids. As a matter of fact, we had a very successful 10 years here at Friends, and I love my time there. During the last few years of coaching there, I ended up getting hooked up with some old coaching buddies of mine that coached in the indoor football league. We had the Champions Indoor Football League here in this area, and we became part of that league. And I ended up coaching 5 or 6 years with the Wichita Wild, and then it was called the Wichita Force after we had a ownership change. But I spent 5 years doing that, and it was a different experience. Those were basically pro guys. We were paying them, not a lot, but
Yep.
It was a fun time. So I've been in a lot of different situations in football, but that's kind of a very quick overview of my 42 years in football.
I love it, Coach, and I love your story. I love how diversified your background is. I started out as a social studies teacher as well, and now I do PE. And my wife and I have talked about when we retire, moving to Europe for a while and coaching football. So I'll probably have a similar story to you somewhere down the road. But
you just got to keep working on your beard, get it longer.
Your beard game's got me beat, man. I'm not even in your realm. I'm years behind. All right, so.